Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Melissa, and I'll be guiding you through mindful stretch today. We will practice together for 15 minutes. As we go through class, just a reminder to listen to your body. If any stretches that we work with do not work for your body, please skip them. You can come on out and you can modify. For your practice today, you'll want to have a mat to practice on. We'll be doing a variety of seated and standing stretches. So if you need to adjust your screen, please do so. Today's practice will be a wonderful practice for relaxing the mind and the body. We'll work on increasing flexibility and mobility. To begin, let's take a comfortable seated position. And as you come into that comfortable seat, maybe cross the legs if that feels comfortable. You can always extend the legs out in front of you if needed. We're just going to take an opportunity here just to close the eyes, to release the day so far, to drop into our body, into the breath, into the present moment. Gently become aware of where your body meets and connects down to the mat. Feel yourself taking a deep inhale and lengthening your spine. Let yourself drop in and connect with your breath. And feel yourself inhaling and exhaling through your nose. If you would like, you can set an intention for class today. An intention can be anything. It may be that you want to relax a little bit, maybe give back to yourself, practice some self-care. There's no right and there's no wrong intention. Let's sweep the arms out to the sides of the room. We'll gently relax the hands down onto the mat. Take a deep inhale, sweep your hands up, and let your gaze float up. So gaze will meet the hands. Exhale, hands relax down, gaze relaxes down. Maybe look down towards the ground. Full inhale, hands reach up, stretch up, gaze up. Exhale, float it down. And then a few more times with the breath here. Let gently release the hands down. We'll roll through the shoulders. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Fingers will sweep up. Fingers will interlock. Press your palms up. Let's find a back bend here. So we'll gently bring our heart forward. We'll relax our shoulders from our ears. And chin to chest. We'll round the back body. Inhale, heart floats forward. Shoulders relax, palms flip up. Exhale, chin to chest, round the back body. Flow through a cat and dog stretch here for a moment. Try to lengthen your spine as you inhale. Lengthen your spine as you exhale. Moving into that neutral spine, we'll sweep the hands out to the sides of the room. Coming into a tabletop position, we'll be on our hands and on our knees. As you come into table, let's have our knees in line with our hips. We'll take our wrists in line with our shoulders. Moving into a child's pose. So you can either have your knees together to stretch your low back. If you'd like more of a hip stretch and a leg stretch, maybe take big toes to touch, knees apart. And then we'll just allow for ourselves to melt here. As you exhale, try to relax eyebrows, relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. And then as you exhale, feel your hips gently melt to the heels. Moving into a tabletop position, we will be on the hands and on the knees. Take an opportunity here to gently lower your stomach to lift your heart. Press the ground away. We'll bring our chin to our chest, round your back, lower stomach, lift the heart. Press the ground away, chin to chest. Moving back to neutral. Let's take an opportunity to lower the stomach. We'll lift through the heart. Come into a neutral, engaged core. Gaze off your right shoulder. Look back for your right toe. So that will bring you into a C curve for your spine. We'll come back to center. Let's press the ground away, chin to chest. Neutral spine, neutral core. Look off left shoulder for left toes. And back to center. From here, we'll try a puppy stretch. And puppy stretch is similar to child's pose in some ways, but also very different. This is a really nice heart opening pose, sometimes called a heart opening stretch. So try to keep your hips up in the air as high as you can have them. We're going to stretch those hands out in front. You can relax your forehead onto the mat. Breathing here. So a little bit of that different stretch from our child's pose. Take a full and a full exhale. So as you align here in puppy's pose, maybe doing a gentle scan of the body, noticing where you're holding on to tension. Letting that tension go as you exhale. Let's begin to transition to tabletop. As you come to table, we'll lift to down dog. Toes curl under, hips lift up. Allow for a little bit of movement here. Maybe bend one knee, bend the other knee. Maybe head shakes and relaxes, yes. Head shakes and relaxes, no. Walk your toes to the hands. We'll make our way to a fold at the top of the mat. And then as we take your fold, let's shake it out a little bit here as well. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. Head shakes, yes. Head shakes, no. If the ground is feeling far away, maybe add a little bend into the knees to gently support the hamstrings. Let's take ourselves to stillness here. Walking your hands to the right. Let's take it to a little side stretch. Try to feel grounded evenly through the inside and the outside of each foot. We'll come back to center, hands to the other side. Reaching, stretching through the waist. Lengthen through the side body, the arm, and the fingertips. We'll come back to center to fold. Take a deep bend in your right knee. Plant your right hand down. Left hand reaches up. We'll take a twist. On the in-breath, feel your spine lengthen. On the out-breath, allow for the twist to deepen. We'll come back through to the fold, but let's keep a bend in that right knee. And we'll take our right hand up, take a twist here. Maybe gently roll that right shoulder back a little bit. Left shoulder draws under. Back to center to fold. Left knee will bend. Left hand will plant. Right hand lifts back into our open twist. Imagine that you can create a line that flows fingertips to fingertips. Keeping the legs exactly how they are. Let's plant that right hand down, left hand lifts. You might feel this left hip crease pull back just a little bit, evening off the hips and evening off through the low back. Let's release. We'll come back to our fold. Hands onto the shins. Find your way to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale. Let's take ourselves up to standing position. And then gently bringing your hands to the heart as you exhale. Let's take our right arm, wrap it around your low back. Reach for the other hip crease. Sweep your left fingertips to the right. Try to feel grounded evenly in both of your feet, inside and outside of each foot. Let the breath draw you through center. Left arm wraps, right hand lifts. Breathing here. Maybe feel that right hip press off to the right a little bit more, guiding you just a little deeper into the stretch. And then we'll bring it back on up. Let's wrap that right arm around the low back. This time we're going to sweep our left hand up and back for a bit of a back bend. So bring your hips forward. And just make sure that you're breathing here in the back bend. So really easy to hold the breath. We'll take our deep inhale through the nose. Deep exhale through the nose. Rising to neutral. Left arm wraps, right hand lifts. Feel that right hand press behind you, moving into the back bend. As best as you can, try to feel the hips even. So it might feel natural for that left hip to draw forward. So you may have to encourage the left hip back a tiny bit. Right hip draws forward. Back to neutral. Yoga mudra through the hands. Fingers will interlock. Palms will touch. Maybe square through the wrists. Full breath to lengthen. Staying here or folding as you exhale. Try to relax the fronts of the shoulders. And just noticing if that helps you move a little deeper into the shoulder stretch. Let's gently release hands onto the low back. Hands can float down towards the ground. Hands to shins for halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rising up to mountain. Hands can sweep together. Exhale, hands to the heart. Thank you so much for joining today. I hope that you enjoyed today's practice. Please leave me any comments or questions in the chat. I look forward to being back with you on Friday. We have chair yoga at 10 o'clock East Coast time, and that's 30 minutes of stretching in your chair. I'll also be back next week on Monday. We have yoga on the yoga mat, and that's 5:30 East Coast time, and that is 45 minutes of stretching on your mat. I hope that you have a lovely day today, and I look forward to seeing you next class. Take care.